The problem with positing an omnipotent God is it doesn't explain anything. The universe could look completely different.
Nonsense.
Then we say, oh, let me finish. The universe could look completely different. Every organism could look completely different than it does, have completely different traits than it does. And a creationist could still say, God ordained it thus, specially created the organisms this way, or created them to evolve in this particular way. And everything would be the same. The problem with the God hypothesis is that it predicts nothing because it precludes nothing. It's like having a theory that says, take this cup, okay? Take this cup. I'm going to make a prediction about this cup. If I let it go, it will either fall down, it will go this way, it will go that way, it will go up, it will go forward, it will go back, it will stay there, it will spin in the air, it will dematerialize, it will turn into daisies, it will implode on itself, all kinds of things, right? If I have a theory that says something like that's going to happen, any one of those, right? And then this happens, I can say, hey, say my theory was corroborated. But unfortunately, my theory predicted not this in particular, it predicted every possible state of affairs, every possible outcome. And that's the problem with the God hypothesis and positing an omnipotent God, is that the universe could look completely different than it does. The relationships that we find at the genetic level and at the visual taxonomic level could be completely different than what we find. And a theist could come along and say, this is just God's handiwork. This is how he wanted it, right? This positing a God that has the power to create all of reality in this way or some other way predicts nothing, precludes nothing. It's a worthless theory. It's not a model that predicts or precludes anything. And that's why scientists think that you've got to leave God out of the equation here, because it's vacuous. It's just what you're saying is there exists a force in reality that has the power to make things thus and so. How they happen, we don't know. Why they happen, we don't know. Could we observe how this happened? We have no clue. This is not a candidate for a scientific theory. If you want to have a scientific theory, it has to be able to make predictions. It has to be able to rule out certain possibilities. That's the principal distinction here.